Hi, in this lecture we are going to see about how pattern matching is easily done in Python. How can we do it easily and how does Python supports us for that. That's what is the agenda of the discussion. So when it is required, when pattern matching is required is when we want to do the validation of the data entered by the user. Okay, when a user is entering the data and you have to check the validity of the data, then we may have to go. For example, if you consider a email ID. Email ID means we know that there will be some characters, there should be a at, there should be some string following the at, there should be a dot followed by this. We know that there are specific format for email, right? I will not accept that ABCDE as an email ID, right? So when the user is entering, by mistake this may happen, so we have to check the validity of the things. Similarly, when you are going to give a PAN card number, in the previous lecture we saw about PAN card number, it should have 10 digits and it was having a specific pattern. So how it can be easily done when we are going to use the special features. Already we have seen how it can be solved using Python. Further, how it can be done in a shorter form, that's what we are going to discuss in this session. And registration number, all of you have a registration number and we know that it has got a format like 19 MCB 1001. If I say this is a registration number, then you can understand, okay, it is a valid number. Suppose I am going to say that AB MCB 10794, then you will immediately say that this is not a valid registration number of VIT, because VIT follows a specific order of giving a registration number. So the objective is, though we can do it with all the things whatever we have discussed in the previous sessions, there is a shorter form of writing it in Python. Python provides us a package called as RE. RE is the short form for regular expression, that is the package name. And when you want to do this kind of coding, we have to import RE. This is the first statement always we have to do when we are going to work with regular expressions. And when you look at the package, there are many functions in the package RE, but we are going to concentrate with only one function throughout the lecture, that is the match function. That is sufficient for us to check the validity of the things. So we are going to stick on to our discussion to only match function in the RE. And when you look at this RE, actually it will return an object. Object is considered to be true. Okay, so we will say that it returns true for, I'll just write something, right? I am trying to match. Okay, first one should be the pattern. I told you about the tooltip. First one is the pattern. Let me say ABC is the pattern. And a string is also ABC, right? I can say like this. Okay, sorry, I didn't import. See, it's throwing me error. Import RE, right? Can you see? It is returning me an object, and also it says how it matches. It is saying that the match is ABC, right? That is what is matched here, right? We will see further how it decides the match in the topics or examples whatever we are going to see. Just understand that if there is a match, then it will return an object. If there is no match, for example, I am saying ABC and I am asking you to find in the string EFG. ABC is not present in EFG, so it will not return anything, or I can say that it is returning a none value. None value is false, that is none. It is returning none. None is false in Python. Okay, so what we can do is, based on the return value, we can decide whether the match was successful or not. Okay, so if I am going to say that RE.match is true. True means it is returning something, then it is successful. If it is not returning anything, then it is going to be not successful. Based on that, we can make the decision. So first thing what we are going to concentrate is, now we are going to write a regular expression for accepting a string, okay, which is having at least one character in it. At least one character, that is the objective. So it may accept this A, or it can be AA, or it can be ABC. At least one character should be there. So how will we do is, this is the form to do. We are going to use the match function. So RE.match will be there. Dot in regular expression will match with any character. So when you look at this, dot will match with any character. So when I say dot and X, right, it will match with any of the character and it will give true. So if there is a character, then it will print yes, otherwise you can say print no. So let us check this on the terminal. So when we check this on the terminal, 1 minute, yeah. So re dot match of dot is the pattern, okay, comma, and I am going to check in A, B, or first I will check with A, yeah. You see that it is saying that match A, okay, fine. Then I am going to say AB, then also it will say match A. Actually dot has to match with one character. So as soon as if it finds one of the character, it is going to say yes, okay, it will return an object and the match will be with the first character. It will never match with the second character, right? So if I am going to check with empty string means two immediate quotes as empty string in Python. It will not return anything. You can see that it is not returning anything, there is none. But if I am going to have a space, then that is also fine. Dot will be matching with space, you can see here. When I want to see at least two characters, then I have to say dot dot. I can say like this, dot dot. When I say the regular expression, please understand, in the match function we will pass two arguments. First one is the pattern, second one is the string where it has to find the match for the pattern. Okay, if I keep a dot, actually it will match with any character. Okay, so when I am going to say re dot match of dot and a string, then this dot is going to match with any of the characters. So this will work out for all strings with at least one character. It will return an object. It means that it is true. Okay, if there are no characters at all, then only you will get false. Now I have returned a modified thing. Dot represents one character and it will match with any character. It can be a number, the same thing I can also show you when it is going to be a number, right, 9, then also it will match, right, or a special character, because dot matches with everything, or a special character, then also we can find that it is matching, and you can see matches with the dollar, right, like this it works. And when I want to find a string with at least two characters, at least two, okay, then I have to give dot dot, but this will also match with longer strings. Okay, I hope you are understanding. See, the two dots, those are the regular expression operators. Okay, for that it will find a match. Here it is finding for the first dot t, second dot a, right. So that is how dot works. And when you are going to have this particular thing, you will get S. And similarly, just now we saw in the demo, when the empty string is given, the same code, right, it will print no, because there is no character to match. Okay. Similarly, when you are going to have more characters also, we just saw in the demo, this dot will match with the first character, so it is going to return an object, so it will print yes. Returning an object means true. Next, we are going to see how we want to test that. We have to start with a simple pattern. Okay, that is, I want read a string with the substring of length 3, okay, that starts with letter A and ends with letter S. To make it clear, I will say once again, there is a string, okay, and it starts with the substring of length 3. That is going to be a substring with which only it should start. The length of the substring is going to be 3, and that substring starts with A and ends with S. So the middle character can be anything. That's what is meant. Okay. Now let us concentrate only on the substring. Okay. There is a string and it starts with a substring. The length of the substring is 3. So let us concentrate only on the substring. And now it says that the first character of the substring is A and the last one is S. I don't bother about the middle character. It can be anything. So in this situation, where it can be anything, we can use a dot or operator. Okay. And also you are saying that it should follow, right? So how will we write this? Actually, this is accepted. AOS is accepted because the entire string itself is the substring. That is also allowed. There is no specific condition. So how will I do this is, I will say A dot S. Okay. Because the first one should be A, last one should be S, and it can be followed by anything. Okay. Fine. So for this it will print S. You can see this on the terminal. RE dot match of A dot S comma AOS. It is returning a object. Okay. A dot S is going to be matched with AOS. I can also have any characters after that. That is also allowed. Only match function will check whether this is there. Okay, it can be followed with anything. It will not bother. It will check from the beginning. Match works from the beginning and it checks only for the first three things. Okay, because that is what is mentioned in the pattern. That's what is said here. Right, when the string is having some more characters after that, then also the code will work. Another example, for this one it will not work because you are trying to see AOS, but this is AOP. You can also give the same thing and check. Instead of AOS, you try to give AOP, then it will not work. It's not returning anything, so it is false. Okay. Similarly, this also it will return false because it doesn't start with A dot S. Okay, it's required that you have to start with A and first letter should be A and the third letter should be yes, that is required, but that is not there, so it will print no. Right. So next, what we are going to see is strings with specific substring. Okay, this is like we were having like simple pattern. Next is we are going to see when you want a string with specific substring. Okay, whereas I want to be a substring means something can come before also, in front of that also. Okay, then in that case previously it was starting with that particular substring. Now this substring need not be in the starting, it can be in the middle also. Then what you should do is you should put a dot. Actually dot will match any character, already we have seen it, right? But you can put a star over it. This is the new operator that we are seeing here. Dot star means 0 to any number of any number of characters can come. Star stands for 0 to many. Dot stands for any character. So dot star combination means any character can come 0 to n number of times and A dot S. Then this will allow me B, C, D, A, O, S, F, G, H. Yes, this should return me a true because you see at the span of 6 it is finding this one B, C, D, A, O, S. When it is finding this, it will stop. It won't bother about the rest of the things. That's what is said here. So dot star means a star stands for 0. So I can have a string that starts with AOS also. That is also acceptable. Okay. This is how it will work. So you can see that it will print S. And next is BAOS. Here also it will print S because the first character B will match with dot star. Okay. And this one BAOS G, right? Whether this one will match, 1 minute. AOS G Yeah, it will match. I don't know why I wrote no. Okay, yeah, here it is like end. Sorry, this is the next thing that you should know. Yeah, that is when you want to end with a specific substring, right? Previously, first thing what we were discussing was how to start with a specific string. Next we were discussing like the substring can come at any part of the body, any part of the string. And the third thing is when you want to have a substring at the end of a string, right? So you are going to have the same thing, that is a 3-letter substring. A string should end with a 3-letter substring. Okay, so actually I want something like re dot match. Okay, let us fill the pattern little later. Now I want to accept string. Okay, anything can be there, but when it is ending, it should end with a, any character, and then s. That is how it should end. Okay, nothing should be after that. After that a, g, there is a, there is 3 substring a, s, and in between a letter. Nothing should follow, right? In that case, what we can do is anything can come before it, right? So dot star should be there, and you want a dot s. Okay, you want this specific substring, and it should end with the specific substring. Nothing should go after that. So you should put a dollar. Okay, if you put a dollar, then it means that that should be the end of the string. For this one, it will return true. Okay, because it is finding here. But if I am going to add something over it, after it, then it will not work. Okay, so understand that this is the third operator that we are saying, dollar. So when we put the dollar in the expression, then it means that that will be the end. Nothing should follow after it. That's the meaning of dollar, right? So when you look at this, it will say no for this case, because after this AOS there is a G. Okay, but when you look at this one, here also you will get a no, right? Fine. Okay. Next, what we are going to see is proper substring. Previously we were saying like substrings, that it can be, what is mean by proper substring is the string cannot be the substring alone, right? Okay, so now we are going to see a proper substring. So proper substring of ABC. Actually this is a proper substring because there are some more characters. Okay, then we say this is a proper substring. So how can we write the expression is, we are going to see the next operator plus. So when we use plus, the meaning is star and plus are more related. The meaning of star is 0 to many number of occurrences. Plus means 1 to many number of occurrences. At least once it should occur. That is the meaning of plus. So when I say dot plus, it means that at least one character should be there. Okay, it cannot be like 0 characters. When I do not want anything, maybe it can also be empty, means then I should put star. But when I put plus, it means that at least once it should occur. Okay, so this is the expression for proper substring, where something is going to come before the substring and something is going to follow the substring. Okay, so we can see example like re dot match dot plus, okay, ABC dot plus, okay, and I will say like X ABC Y. So you will see that this ABC is occurring, right? So you will see that this is the match for the expression. Okay. So when you see this directly, if I give only ABC, you will see that the code will print no. Actually for this one it should be no. Sorry, you can see this. I will directly put it in the editor and show you. Okay, import array I should give. There is no proper match of else, so yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, so no should be the answer, because actually it expects to a proper substring, because we have a dot plus means at least one character should come before it. Here also after ABC also have a dot plus, which means that one character should come after it, right? So I hope you understand this. This RE match will return an object if there is a match. So if it returns an object, then it's going to be true, right? So if true, you are going to print yes, otherwise you are going to print no. So if I am going to have something like yes here, then still I will get no only, because something should also follow. So I am adding one more character. Now I am getting yes. It's not required that it should be a letter, it can also be a digit, because remember that dot can be replaced by any character. It's not required it should be a alphabet, right? So you can see that now also it will return as. You can also have a special character, then also you will see that it works. Yes, okay. So this is about these operators. We have seen these operators in RE, that is star, plus, dot, and this yeah, one more thing, cap symbol also. Cap symbol is for starting. If you want to specifically say start, then you have to use the cap symbol, but generally when the pattern is being matched also, it searches from the beginning. So cap is optional actually for checking from the beginning of a string. Okay, dollar is for checking for the end of the string, right? So these are all the operators that we have seen till now. We have more to discuss about RE. We will continue in the next lecture.